Discussing for the last few days about a severe thunderstorm risk on Friday, which would be tomorrow, but it certainly seems like there's going to be more of an overspread of rain activity that could have a greater impact in our region, particularly on Saturday. We'll explain right now what's behind all this, especially when it comes to the forecast and focus in the short term. This evening through midnight or so, not a huge concern for any kind of rough weather. We'll still have a lot of cloudiness. We'll have that steady southeast to south wind pattern, which it's been breezy at times today, and that will continue through tomorrow. With the bulk of the severe weather to the west of the region, we'll get a broken line of rain and a few isolated stronger storms that start to creep into the tri-state counties through the early afternoon, and the scattered variety of rain starts to push to the east through the late day. Now, as it moves to the east, a lot of these areas of rain and storms will kind of lose their punch and not really hold to a lot of strength as it goes into the evening time frame. So if you're in the Swanee River Valley, probably it could be in the evening before you get the first showers. And even if you're within the capital city or the 319 corridor, not a huge risk for rough weather. But the more west you go, the higher the chance is, thanks to that building area of low pressure that zips off to the northeast. And I think its movement kind of reduces our overall severe weather risks. But there's going to be another area of low pressure that swings in right behind it. This will help to generate the next rain corridor for our area on Saturday and eventually kick all this aside. So it's going to be Sunday before we start drying things out. But between now and then, the front is going to just stall across mostly our western areas, it appears. And with that second little surge of low pressure, it will help to enhance the coverage and intensity of some of the rain through your Saturday afternoon. Right now, it still looks like mostly western areas. We'll have to monitor the fine details that we can really only do as we go about 12 to 18 hours before the event to see if there's any kind of building severe weather risk. I don't really think there is, but as that low kicks through by late Saturday, early Sunday, that line of rain gets nudged to the east, and we'll start to see a decrease in the overall rain coverage and intensity. But as mentioned, isolated, maybe 1 or 2 or 3 cases, especially in the tri-state area to the west. And then as that boundary lingers into Saturday, there could be 1 or 2 occurrences of gustier winds. But I still think the main impact is going to be from the heavier rain. And if that corridor sits over the same area for a lengthy amount of time, we could easily see upwards of 2 to 3, maybe even 4 inches of rain. More of a focus in the tri-state region, Flint River Valley, western Big Bend. This may shift just depending on where it all eventually sets up. So be ready for some rain on Saturday, maybe less across our eastern areas, but most of us, if not all of us, will have at least a period of time where you can get soggy, and we'll have to watch for those spots where we do sometimes encounter some nuisance or local flooding.